ho, and welcome to this week's Talking Codswallop. It is our festive episode. Woohoo!
Merry Christmas!
I am Gemma.
And I am Jim.
He is James. I like to always reiterate that, just so that everybody knows. He is, in fact, James.
And so that Stafford knows his place.
Yes, exactly.
On the naughty list.
He is. He's well and truly on the naughty list at the moment, I have to say. Oh, I'm too busy. Anyway, this episode is all about positivity and being nice and being on the nice list and all about our Christmas traditions. But we've also got some friends that are other podcasters, but also listeners, or should I say Salty Tadpoles, who have supplied us with some wonderful content as well, which you will hear in this episode. So, James, did you want to kick us off with what your family traditions are?
You absolutely. I mean, I'd probably say for most of our life, we've been rather traditional. You know, you always get up ridiculously early. You always have the family argument whilst you're unwrapping the presents. Christmas dinner's always a bit awkward until the booze comes out, and then everything seems to calm down. But in my house, we have two traditions, and one of them isn't actually for Christmas Day. One of them is it's more of a Christmas season tradition, which is whenever we put the Christmas tree up, we have to watch A Muppet's Christmas Carol.
I love that film.
Like that is our background music, that is our background noise for us putting up the Christmas tree.
Yeah.
It's my absolute favorite Christmas film. I watch it every year. I adore it. I think Michael Caine's performance is superb. It's the Muppets. The soundtrack's fab, and it's just slowly become that's become one of our biggest traditions. The second one is our breakfast of choice, which is salmon bagels.
Oh,
yep,
that is interesting.
And it's really weird because it seems to have become more mainstream because we started noticing that our salmon packaging is now coming very Christmassy.
Oh.
So I don't think we're the only ones. Like, I don't think it's... Because, again, for us, it was this idea of it's Christmas, we'll have posh food.
Yeah.
So we get some salmon, some bagels, some cream cheese, and it's just we have salmon bagels every morning for like 3 days. But we just started noticing, like, even the salmon trimming packets were coming in a Christmassy theme. So it's like, I think this might have taken off.
Maybe it's because you've done it and other people are jealous. So they've gone out and they've copied your idea. And then it's like become a global tradition.
Everybody wants to be like me.
Oh, God. Yeah, exactly. But then I suppose as well, traditionally as well, in the early... in the olden days, I was going to say in the early years, but fish was actually one of the main meals, wasn't it? So it wasn't like turkey and things like that. It was more like fish that people would eat in those days anyway, isn't it? So being very traditional in that sense.
Yeah, it roots from things like obviously Passover, Lent. Early Christians would usually celebrate with a fish-based meal. Especially around their holidays. So yeah, I'm sure it started with me and my ex, and then even my current wife was took it up, and we've kept it since. But I'm sure we got it from somewhere else, and and it's just become a more mainstream thing.
Yeah, that's nice. And yeah, kickstart your day with a bit of brain food. That's always good as well. And especially the cream cheese and the bread. Oh, do you know what? I really fancy breakfast now. So then, yeah, I'll move on to my different... Because my different traditions have, like, varied throughout the years, to be honest. So obviously when I was a kid, everything, Santa came... And he filled my stockings. So it's an innocent joke there, guys.
I thought we were keeping this clean.
Yeah. Well, there's an innocent joke there because he filled my Christmas stocking
and emptied his sack.
Yeah. we got to do a couple of innocent jokes for the adults as well. It is a comedy podcast after all.
Since when?
Yeah, exactly.
This all stays in. This all stays.
Oh God, yeah, 100%. So obviously, it was like the growing up and, and having your Christmas presents and things like that. And you feel like, probably about 3 o'clock, maybe 2 o'clock, you're kind of in a slump because you're just like, you've eaten chocolate, you just want to have a sleep.
You're waiting for your food to be ready. You've unwrapped everything.
Yeah.
You've either played with whatever. If you were a kid, you played with whatever you got. If you're me, you played with whatever you got because I've just never grew up.
Yeah.
Or you found the battery. You finally found the batteries for everything, so you've tested everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're in that weird slump where it's like, I've still got another 2 hours to go. So it's like, what do we do? And you just kind of sit around doing nothing.
Yeah.
One tradition that I do miss, which unfortunately just is the nature of life.
Mm-hmm.
We used to go. My dad was one of 7.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So my dad had 7 siblings. They all had kids who all had kids.
Yeah.
So what we'd do is we'd actually go to my uncle's house, and so every Christmas evening it would be the same. They would host. My eldest uncle, my Uncle Fred. Then it went to Uncle Peter, but Uncle Fred would dress up as Santa Claus.
Oh.
All the kids would get prezzies.
No.
From all the it was from all the siblings who got together, but unfortunately, as we say,
Yeah,
we all drifted apart. We got older. The tradition, and unfortunately, my uncle Fred, who was the host, he passed away earlier this year. So unfortunately, it no longer happens. But that's a tradition I kind of miss.
Yeah, I can absolutely understand that, and I can also relate with regards to the big family side of things as well, because my dad was one of 6, and there was one year that we did actually spend in North Wales, and it was literally all of the kids, because obviously he had double the amount of aunties and uncles, so it was probably about 12 adults or so in the room, or if not more. And then everybody had about 3 kids, apart from my mum and my dad. We just had the 2 of us. It was absolute bedlam, but it was also really fun as well, because it was like seeing all of the siblings and things, not siblings, sorry, seeing all of the cousins and things like that.
Relatives, and yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It was always hard for one of my aunties as well, because her birthday actually fell on Christmas Day as well. So it was like, oh bless her. Yeah. So obviously she's still celebrating her birthday, but I think she does it on the 24th or the 26th, one of the two.
Yeah, I have a nephew whose birthday's on the 28th.
Yeah.
Which is, luckily, he's always said he's happy it's the 28th, because now as he's gotten older, he's like, at least I'm out of the bubble.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, exactly.
26th, 27th even, you're still technically the day after Boxing Day.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Other traditions that I have as well. Well, there's one really lovely tradition that's always kind of followed throughout the years. And it's we always light some candles for those that are no longer with us. Unfortunately, the candles have grown throughout the years, like the amount of them. But it's still a lovely tradition that we do, because you can sort of focus on the candle and you can think of like my gran, my nan, because all of my grandparents have passed away, also my dad. But now we add an extra candle as well, because we've got Graham as part of the family as well. So, and his wife died as well. So, it's just sitting there and thinking about the people that are no longer with us, but at the same time I don't know, because some people believe that they are with you still, and in some ways they can be. That's something that I want to believe, that they are still checking in on you from time to time, just to sort of say hello, and things like that. But
my sister always had this illusion that my auntie, that my grandma is. Whenever anything goes missing, it's my grandma's fault.
Yeah,
she steals it.
Well, it could be, because I had a grandma very, very similar. Granny Weeble, we used to call her, because she was wobbly. Do you remember Weebles?
I do.
Yeah. So yeah, she was a bit wobbly. So so we called her Granny
They
Weeble.
weeble and they wobble, but they won't fall down.
Yeah, exactly. So she was a bit mischievous. So you never know. Also, when my nieces were young as well, we used to always, I think it was around the 20th, we'd always get together. It was me looking after the two of them, which was always, it was always really lovely for me because of the hours I worked, because I worked in the hotel at the time. So I didn't get to see them very often, but I got to spend some, quality time with them, and we watched Elf, which was just so lovely. And they're old now. Well, they're not old. They're like in their 20s now, so they're not interested in doing it anymore. But I still fondly look back at it and I go, oh, I kind of miss those times. I wish that they were still a thing, and I'd always turn up and, have like popcorn and things like that while my brother and sister-in-law go out for their like Christmas meal or whatever. And yeah, we'd just sit and watch Elf every year around the same time. And it was just so lovely. And, I do, like I said, I miss those days, and I hope that they kind of remember those days in some ways as well. So fingers crossed. Talking about films, my favourite one when I was a child that I watched religiously was Santa Claus the movie.
With Tim Allen?
No.
Because I did like Santa Claus the movie with Santa Claus with Tim Allen. The guy kills Santa, so has to become the new one. Accidentally makes him fall off the roof.
This one came out in 1985.
I was -4.
You were -4. Yeah, you're thinking of the Santa Claus.
Yes, because the whole plot it's a clause in a contract. That's because they have the E on the end of clause.
Yeah. So the one that I'm referring to is Santa Claus the movie, which is it's got Dudley Moore in it and John Lithgow. I think I'm right with how I'm saying it. But anyway, Dudley Moore he's an elf, and he's like cheeky and gets up to fun stuff and stuff like that. Anyway, it's a really good film.
Almost a precursor for Elf, but more traditionally set.
Yeah, that's exactly it. And there's like a kid that thinks that he's on the naughty list, but he's not on the naughty list because he's just had a bad upbringing, but he's a very good kid nonetheless. So, and to this day, I still love watching that film. It reminds me of being a child and the magic of everything, So we're going to get into slightly sentimental stuff now, unfortunately, but as I alluded to earlier, that, my dad has passed away. So 14 years ago, unfortunately, Christmas did change for our family. He actually passed away on the 8th of December. So that was quite hard, seeing, Christmas cards along with grievance cards and, with sympathy cards and things like that. But also his funeral was actually on the 20th as well. So there was nothing that was kind of, that was a black Christmas, let's put it that way.
Yeah.
We just coped as best we could. But we did go to my brother and my sister-in-law's house with my nieces. That was really nice. We were just playing silly games, and we were just trying to forget about the negative stuff that happened. And my sister-in-law cooked and things. My mum decided to, we were playing charades, and she was tapping her nose, and we were going, smells like? And she's like, no, sounds like.
Typical mother behaviour.
Yeah. That started the joke. Every time anyone needs to say sounds like, they tap their nose now.
I was going to say, do you sniff and go, can you hear that?
She just shouted out, I heard that. She tapped her nose while she did it.
When she doesn't want to hear anything, does she pinch her nose?
Yeah, exactly.
La la la, I'm not listening.
Oh dear. Yeah. And so, yeah, I think that for the most part, I think obviously there's the typical things as well as like, I absolutely love having the Christmas dinner and things like that. We sometimes pre-record the King's Speech, but we tend to watch it because it's only on for like 5 minutes or so. But then that's when the good telly starts. You got to wait for the EastEnders, the Christmas special where somebody normally dies. So we try to find out who's normally going to die in that episode. And then my absolute favourite programme comes back as well, which is called The Midwife.
Yes.
Yeah, I absolutely love that episode. It's always on Christmas Day. I just love watching that. Graham,
He refuses to.
no, he enjoys watching it as well, I believe. I could be wrong with that. He makes us not watch it while we're eating, basically, because he's a bit squeamish. But yeah, but yeah, I absolutely love that. So
that's fair enough. It's like we can watch it, just not while I'm eating.
Yeah, exactly. It's a bit like I'm a Celebrity as well. He's like, well, let's watch it, but not right now, hey. But yeah, and then of course our traditions have changed. Our families have blended. We're trying to find our feet with the new way of how life is now, but it's still a really lovely day, and it's full of love and family and food.
Have you played the new tradition of new stepdads have to buy all the presents for the first 5 years?
No, I haven't tried that yet. Graham, if you're listening, we'll start that next year. And then there's Boxing Day as well, which my brother tends to come over on Boxing Day because my sister-in-law works. And we then sit around and just play Cards Against Humanity because it's such a funny game. And it's very rude, but it's nonetheless.
That's one for when you're older, kids listening.
Yes, if any little children are listening, you definitely are not allowed to play that game. So I think that's pretty much my Christmassy time, really. And there's obviously Christmas 24, which I'm addicted to at this time of year. It's all the love stories and it's magic. And it's on Sky. James is looking at me confused. It's on Sky, but there's a channel which changes this time of year to...
Oh, yeah. Christmas 24, so it's just everything Christmassy all the day, all time.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Obviously, there's normal adverts, but then between the adverts and the next film that's coming up, they have like a roaring fire and it's all clicking and popping and stuff like that. And it's so nice. Oh, I love it.
Going back to obviously I watch The Muppets Christmas Carol. Is there anything you absolutely watch? Because obviously there's always the same repeats on over Christmas. It's always The Sound of Music, which I am proud to say I've never watched. as with my late father-in-law, he refused to watch it, and so do I. So I keep that tradition alive. I avoid The Sound of Music at Christmas time. Is there anything you watch, or is there anything like that with your family, or is it just other than the Queen/King's speech?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we will always kind of put on a film, but it's kind of, we'll have a look and see what there is. So there's nothing really majorly traditional as a group other than watching like the EastEnders and the Cool Midwife type thing. Muppets Christmas Carol is one of my favorites and I do watch it every year as well. So I absolutely, honestly, I love that film so much. I'm trying to think, there's been some fun Christmas films that have been coming out, like Bad Santa and things like that. So we tried to see if there's like a slightly newer Christmas film and we'll watch it.
A good one I can recommend is Arthur Christmas.
I've not seen that one. So
it's an animated one.
Yeah.
But it's about 3 generations of Father Christmas.
Oh, cool.
And it's just it's a really clever take on the whole story. And the story revolves around Arthur Christmas, the youngest of Father Christmas's kids. And it's basically he loses one present. One present doesn't get delivered. So it's up to him to try and get that present delivered in time.
Ooh. Oh, well, that's
cool. It's a really fun film, and it's got a really good English cast.
Okay. Oh, so it's British then? Yeah.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, I think James McAvoy is Arthur Christmas.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'll have to check it out.
It's a genuinely good film. It's from 2011. James McAvoy is Arthur. The oldest Father Christmas is played by Bill Nighy.
Oh, nice.
Jim Broadbent plays the current Father Christmas.
Yeah.
And then the eldest brother is played by Hugh Laurie.
Oh, nice. That is a really good cast. That is.
Yeah. It is knocking it out the park with English, royalty when it comes to acting. But it's a fun, genuine, it's pitched as a kid's film, but I enjoyed it. I was watching it. I used to watch it with Ellie and she loves it.
Yeah. Oh, there was a Christmas film that came out last year as well that was called That Christmas, and it was on Netflix. It was really, really good. Again, that was animated, and it was about like parents trapped in they were in like a snowstorm type thing, and the kids had to kind of look after themselves, but they had a whale of a time. And it was just, again, it was such a lovely film. Only problem was Coldplay ruined it by having a Christmas song at the end of it, and I know. I just couldn't. I just couldn't. I was like, oh my God. It was like the most magical thing that I've ever watched. And then Coldplay's just ruined it.
Ruining marriages and Christmas.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I think, to be honest, that is pretty much me covered. Should we move into the interesting traditions that you found over the years?
Yes, because I found some proper right weird ones.
You did.
So I have 12 examples. I've increased from the list that I gave Gemma in the notes because I found a better website that explains them all a bit better.
Okay.
So, number 1, we are going to the Far East, to Japan.
Oh, I know about Japan's one, but yes, please let the Salty Tadpoles know about it.
So, as we all know, we all enjoy a nice roast bird on, traditionally. Normally, we like having a roast bird on Christmas Day. Yeah. Japanese do it slightly differently. Their bird is Kentucky Fried.
Yes.
So this is all down to a advertising campaign in the 1980s.
Yeah.
And for some reason, Japanese culture just latched onto it, and now it is tradition to have a KFC bucket on your on Christmas Day.
They queue up for it as well, don't they? It's like massive lines of people queuing up for it all day.
And it's during the run-up to Christmas. Colonel Sanders statues outside KFC outlets wear Santa clothes. Chicken is served with special holiday packing. Demand is such that an online service has been created where you can order it in advance and have it delivered.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So they've had delivery KFC for longer than anyone else has.
Yeah.
But only on Christmas.
Yeah. I suppose it makes sense, though, because they don't typically celebrate Christmas, do they?
No, they're not an Abrahamic faith believers, so it's new to them.
Yeah.
But in regards to that, they've kind of, as you said, it's not traditional because they've kind of flipped the script on what is traditional, because to them it's a new holiday, so they can kind of make up whatever they like.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is great because it means they've got the freedom to go, and we're gonna have a bucket of fried chicken.
Yes, exactly. And KFC profits again.
Yeah, what are you going to do about it?
Yeah, exactly. You go for it, Japan.
Now, my next one takes us to Norway.
Ooh.
Which is I'm not going to be mean, or am I? Gemma,
nope.
Hide your broom. Norway believes that Christmas Eve coincides with the arrival of evil spirits and witches. Ooh. It is only logical, then, that the Norwegian householders hide all their brooms before they go to sleep.
Oh!
Nothing spoils Christmas quicker than finding your broom broken in pieces at the foot of a tree, trashed by some joyriding witch. And yes, I did say witch.
Yeah.
Now, this one I found really interesting because I'm not quite sure how long this has been a tradition, judging by the invention of the device.
Okay.
So this one comes from Caracas in Venezuela.
Okay.
In the week leading up to Christmas, Venezuelans attend a daily church service called Misa de Aguinaldo, early morning mass. So I apologize if I butchered that, but you know. Yeah. So in the capital of Caracas, it's customary to travel to the church service on roller skates.
Oh, that's fun. That's fun.
Indeed. So widespread is the practice, many roads in the capital are closed from 8 a.m. to provide Christmas worshippers a safe passage.
Ooh.
So imagine closing the roads and then seeing a crowd of people glide past as they're on the way to church. Everyone Sunday best and roller skates.
Oh, I think that's fun.
It is. That sounds amazing. But do you see what I mean? Where it's like, that can't have been that much of a tradition. I mean, much like with the KFC. KFC's only been around in Japan from the 1980s.
Yeah.
So 40 years, it would be about the same for... Well, it would probably be 60s. I think 50s, 60s for...
Yeah. But then they got really, really popular in the 80s as well, didn't they? So
Late
maybe.
80s, early 90s.
Yeah.
That could be a bordering on like newer tradition.
Yeah, it could be.
Because I've got some here that are like 13th century.
Yeah.
So my next one goes to Austria, and this one is a bit more well known of the bunch.
Is it Krampus?
It is.
Yes.
So in
I love
Austria,
Krampus.
St. Nicholas has an evil counterpart called Krampus. He is the bad cop to St. Nick's good cop, a demon-like creature with one task: to punish bad children before Christmas. People dressed in devil costumes roam the street carrying chains and a basket for abducting especially bad children and hauling them to hell. It's certainly one way to keep the kids off the street.
It is. It is.
I remember hearing about Krampus the first time and thinking, "Oh, that's an interesting take on it." And then I read into it, and it's like, no, this guy is like Satan.
Yes.
It's not just punish; it's like damnation for eternity.
Yeah.
It's not just you get a lump of coal; it's he guts you and drags you by your entrails to the depths of hell.
I know. Very festive, isn't it?
Merry Christmas! Don't be evil.
Do you want to do just a couple more?
Yeah, I'll get to the really fun ones.
Yeah.
So this one is the one that made Gemma laugh when she first read about it. This one comes from Catalonia. So welcome to the bizarre Catalan tradition of cagatillo, or defecating log. Yeah. Locals in Catalonia create a character out of a log, drawing a face on it and giving it a hat. They spend a fortnight feeding it fruit, nuts, and sweets. And then on Christmas Eve, the entire family beats the log with sticks and sings a traditional song that translates to, and I quote, "If you don't crap well, I'll beat you with a stick," until the log excretes all its treats. It's hard to comprehend why this tradition hasn't caught on elsewhere. They also decorate their nativity scenes with a small pooping ceramic figure, which is to represent fertility.
Oh,
Yeah, I was a bit confused over that one too, but I have actually heard about this idea of the pooping shepherd boy.
Okay, I've not heard this.
I'm almost getting that kind of what's the word? The Mandela effect with it, as to I'm not quite sure whether I have or haven't been gaslit into believing this. I've always heard stories of people saying, "Oh, there should be a little shepherd boy dropping a parcel at the back of the display," and I always thought it was a joke. I never thought it was a genuine thing, but apparently a particular bunch of Spaniards have said, no, it's a real thing.
That is insane to me. That's almost as insane to me as, because I know that we've got a submission from one of the Salty Tadpoles that's also a podcaster, but it's like trying to get my head around like Christmas in the summer for like Australia.
Yeah, it's ridiculously warm at Christmas.
Yeah.
I remember my granddad used to, like, before he passed away, he retired to Australia for the winter months because he might as well. Every time he'd come back with a Christmas baseball cap for me.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be Santa's hat. It's a baseball cap but it says ho, ho, ho across it.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I can't wear this in the UK. I'll look like I'm a lunatic.
But also, it's Santa turns up at the beach, doesn't he, on a surfboard with gifts and stuff like that. So I just think that's amazing. That's amazing, but I just can't get my head around it. Like equally, they probably can't get their head around having a snowy Christmas. Although I can't get my head around that either because I've never had a snowy Christmas in this country either. So
to be honest, I think Stafford's the only one who has.
Yeah, probably.
Living in Yorkshire.
And he doesn't appreciate it.
Miserable old man.
I know. No. Should we do one more?
Well, absolutely. My last one comes from the Ukraine.
Oh.
Yeah, and this one is, I found, it kind of makes sense and kind of doesn't.
Okay.
But basically, what they do is they decorate alongside the tree with all the usual decorations. They throw spiders' webs.
Oh, nice.
So a lot of their decorations will actually be like artificial spiders' webs covered in glitter.
Oh, okay.
I
suppose it's like tinsel. I suppose that's like tinsel, isn't it? Sorry to interrupt you there.
No,
I
no,
suppose
no.
it's kind of like tinsel in a way, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, basically, the tradition has arisen from an old wives' tale
Mm-hmm.
of a woman who couldn't afford to decorate her tree and
Ah,
came and woke up one morning to discover that spiders had put their webs throughout the branches, and it gave the illusion of decorating.
oh,
So it's become a symbol of good luck.
oh, that's good. That's nice. Yeah.
Yeah. So that one's a nice. I thought that was a nice one to come to kind of round it off. Because again, I always think, with Halloween being so close to Christmas as well, and I know there's a few people who wouldn't say no to a Halloween themed Christmas decoration.
Oh,
So
me and your wife.
exactly,
Yes.
exactly. So now you can pull the trick of, oh no, I'm just honouring the Ukrainians and their old wives' tales.
Yeah. Oh, that does sound lovely. It's so simple as well. It's so simple. And I think that's sometimes what makes it
The best ones.
lovely, isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's great unless you're an arachnophobiac.
Well, there is that. Yeah.
Email time.
Yes. I'm just going to read the one off of Facebook, which we had from Graham Arnold. It's a bit of a comedy one, this one. So every year I try to be like a Christmas pudding, round, drenched in alcohol, and disliked by many, but hopefully not set on fire this year.
I was just about to say that. I was waiting for the flambéed before consumption.
Yeah.
And I'll have you know, I am one of the few people who absolutely adores Christmas pudding.
Ah, that's good. Well, there you go. You adore Graham Arnold.
To the point where my dad actually goes out and buys a individual serving of Christmas pudding just for me.
Oh, okay. Are you the only one in the house that likes it then?
I'm the only one in the family.
Yeah.
No one else I know likes eating it, apart from me and my granddad.
Yeah. I think I like it. It's been years since I had it, so because again, the same sort of thing that people don't really like it. So I've just like
It's a fruit pudding. What's not to like?
exactly.
It's not that hard.
Yeah. But we tend to have trifle. Trifle's nice.
Ugh, I'm not a fan of trifle.
Oh, okay. Well, I like trifle, but there we go. Anyway, what does the wonderful Scott from the Cinematic Leap podcast have to say, James?
He starts his email with, "Hi guys, Scott from Cinematic Leap here. So firstly, he wanted to say thanks for all the laughs and fun from your podcast and the support we've given him over the last couple of years, which is, of course, everything he deserves.
Yes, it does. They've got a great podcast.
So from Scott himself, he says he always puts his Christmas decorations up on the 1st of December. That is non-negotiable.
Mm.
So his wife does this with their youngest daughter. The oldest daughter seems to have lost interest, but a bit now she works. I understand that.
Yeah.
When Ellie was little, she over the moon. Now, nah.
Yeah.
She'll do it for a bit and then she'll sit down and go on her phone. So I get that. He says, I get a reprieve as I usually spend the last couple of weekends putting up our Christmas light display outside on our house, which again, I have to get ready for the 1st of December to go on, which is, again, that's a hard job. If it's a big house, it's a lot of lights to put up.
It is, yeah.
So he continues, we always attend our local carols by candlelight here in the town of Traralgon.
Blah, 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 blah. Somewhere in Australia.
No, Traralgon.
Traralgon. Okay.
No. I do speak Australian, don't worry.
Yeah.
Which gets a few thousand people to it, and the local theatre company, singers, town band, etc., all put on a great show. See that's nice, having it as a local thing.
Yeah, I really like that idea as well. When because I think they also with like the cities and things. I think they also do it like in the stadium as well. That they all turn up with their battery powered candles. Obviously, because otherwise there's going to be fire hazards. But yeah, that just sounds it sounds goosebumpy lovely,
So yeah, and then so he says, Christmas Day is always busy, prezzies in the morning, mother-in-law's late morning for more prezzies, then home to prepare lunch. Going to my wife's family for lunch, it's a big cooked lunch, chicken, pork, and occasionally brisket if we're hosting, all the roast veggies. If we're at my family's, it's usually a bit more relaxed. If my mum is hosting, it's often barbecue. Yeah, way to break the stereotypes there, Scott.
Yeah. Put another shrimp on the barbie.
She said it, not me.
I did. Sorry, I get on quite well with Scott. It's fine.
Yeah.
Didgeridoo.
And then there's always a few games played, backyard cricket, again, playing to
Yeah.
the stereotypes. Water
Koala.
fights if the weather's good. Water fights at Christmas. See, this is what Australia is, a weird country.
Yeah.
And then just spend time with family, a few beers and wine, and just a nice old time. I think Scott's Christmas sounds amazing.
It does. I want to go round for Christmas. I want to go to Australia for Christmas, and I'll pop in and see what happens.
So he continues. Boxing Day used to be sitting back eating leftovers whilst watching Boxing Day, the Test cricket, as the kids played with their new prezzies. Now it's going away to a beachside town called Coes over Phillip Island, where we spend a week with some friends. We used to take our caravans, but we've sold them, so it'll be a holiday house this year. I couldn't imagine doing that. It's Christmas. Let's go on holiday.
Yeah.
I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I'm sure it's absolutely brilliant for Scott. I'm sure he has a fantastic time. But just the idea of doing all that work, making your house look pretty, and then going, "Yeah, we're going to leave now."
Yeah. I suppose, yeah, when you say it like that.
I couldn't do that.
No.
So Scott says for his co-host, Mike does he does his wife's family on Christmas Eve. I'm assuming visits.
Yes.
His exact wording is he does.
Yeah, I know.
And then his family on Christmas Day. Again, big cook-ups, plenty of meat, food everywhere, and then it's games, cricket, etc. And again, for Glenn, pretty much the same. Christmas Eve at his partner's, and then Christmas Day at his family's place. So I find this I find this lovely that they all seem to have the same traditions of we play summer games, we have water fights, because Christmas is paradoxical in Australia.
Yeah, exactly. Imagine if we had water fights, it would be like ice cube fights, wouldn't it?
Ice cubes out of catapults. Ping!
Yeah, exactly. But ow! That really hurts. No, but thank you ever so much, Scott, and obviously the guys as well, because like I said as well, Cinematic Leap is an awesome movie podcast. So yeah, you need to check them out as well, because they are really, really good. I think this is a really good place to actually hand over to our other podcast friends who have supplied us with some amazing audio of what their Christmas traditions are.
Hello, this is Nicola and I am from the Tis Yourself podcast. And here, I suppose, are a little bit about my Christmas traditions. So obviously you can probably tell from the accent that I'm Irish. Christmas is a huge deal in Ireland. The run-up has been going on here since November. We've been having Christmas nights out, we've been having Christmas reunions, and that's one of my favourite things about Christmas is the reunions, catching up with people who you haven't seen in a while, people who have come home from abroad, and just the general merriment that is around that, whether it's going for a coffee or a walk in the nice crisp cold, or it's going for a drink together and raising a glass to the year that has gone and the year that's ahead. But in terms of Christmas Day, everything is family orientated, I suppose. And for myself, the last couple of years have been different because I now have a nephew and he is turning 3 next year. So he's starting to be aware of Santa and he knows what presents are. So he's very, very excited about that. So while everyone in my family has been of adult age for quite a long time, we still get up really early on Christmas. We all try and stay in the same house. And we gather around, get up early, and I'm talking, some people have been known in my house to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning to see what Santa brought. But yeah, we gather around. We usually have a big vegetarian fry in the morning. Now, obviously, with my nephew here, Santa comes first. So we have gathered around for Santa every year for him. And this year will be extra exciting because he'll actually understand it. And then it is time to get a Christmas film on. And we love the film Nativity. And usually you'll find that on Netflix or whatever. And it is such a good, underrated Christmas film. We absolutely love it. It's so funny. It's so emotional. That will be the number one Christmas film for us to start off the day. There'll be some sprinklings of the Father Ted Christmas special in there at some point. Maybe the royal family at another point. Really, the whole day is about food. And we're going to have tins of roses out. We will have some celebrations. We'll have some chocolates, exchange presents. We do a lot of Christmas games on St. Stephen's Day, which in the UK you guys call Boxing Day. So we would make a lot of quizzes, family quizzes, and we have some family games and then, the usual games as well. The soaps will end the day for us on Christmas Day. Of course, have to tune in and see what's happening in EastEnders. My sister does the cooking. We'll distract the baby. We have 5 dogs with us this year. It's going to be chaotic. It's going to be crazy, as it is every year. But realistically, it's all just about chilling with my family. We play loads of games. We play music. We watch a load of films. Our Christmas Eve tradition is my mom gives us a little Christmas Eve bundle with matching PJs and slipper socks and fluffy hot water bottles and stuff like that to keep us warm and to keep us, I suppose, all us sisters looking the same for at least one night. But we're very low key. Like, pajamas will be on until nearly dinner time for most of us. And it will be very, very chill. This year we're considering doing a sea swim, a sea dive first thing in the morning. Yet to remain to see if that will actually happen. But we just like to catch up, hang out. The baby will be here. He'll be running chaotic. So we'll, and with all the dogs, it'll be chaos. But it's exactly what you want from Christmas. And then, of course, between the soaps and the Christmas films, like here in Ireland, we'll often have the Irish comedy classic, The Snapper, will be on. So it could be something like that. Last year, of course, it was Gavin and Stacey, and we literally were counting down the seconds to that. So at some point, the Gavin and Stacey Christmas specials will be on throughout Christmas in my house. But yeah, to everyone who's ever listened to the Tis Yourself podcast, or you're listening to me here, thank you so much. It's always a good time to look back on the year. And I really appreciate any support I've had, and it's been amazing. Thanks to Gemma, of course, for giving me this opportunity to chat to you guys. And I hope you all have an amazing Christmas and that 2026 is the year that you hope for, because I believe you me, I need it to be. Happy Christmas.
Hello, and Merry Christmas from Jacksonville, Florida. I'm Ked Pound from the Stupid History Minute podcast, and I would like to thank Gemma for inviting me to share with all of you Christmas at the Pound residence. You ever notice Christmas changes hard once your kids get older? When they were little, Christmas morning sounded like a herd of stampeding elephants running toward the tree at 5 a.m. But now, I'm the one waking up first. I'm up at like 7 because my body hates me. And my kids, they're still asleep. 21 and 18. They will sleep through Christmas, hurricanes, and a marching band if you let them. So I'm walking around the house like, hey guys, Santa came. Whenever you feel like it. No hurry. Dad'll just sit here staring at the tree like a moron. And once they finally roll out of bed, we do presents. And we don't do that cute, wholesome, one-at-a-time thing like some families do. Like it's the United Nations or something. No. We open gifts all at once. Full chaos, wrapping paper everywhere. It looks like a raccoon got into a Dollar General. But then comes breakfast. And look, some families make pancakes. Us? We have 3 separate casseroles and a mission to drink like we're celebrating the fall of Rome. We've got the hash brown casserole, the egg casserole, the French toast casserole. At this point, we're basically running a golden corral, but with more bourbon. Because the real tradition in my house isn't the food, it's the booze. By 10 a.m., we're 3 mimosas deep and reconsidering our life choices. Then, because we're traditional, we put on A Christmas Story, which conveniently plays for 24 hours straight. You don't even watch it intentionally anymore. It's just there, kind of like Mariah Carey defrosting herself every December. After the morning festivities, we migrate over to my mother's house for Christmas dinner. This is where things get a little interesting because my mom, God bless her, gives the most useless gifts known to mankind. Every year I'm opening something like, oh good, a decorative soap shaped like a snowman. Just what a 50-year-old man needs. But she's not even the wildest one. No, that honor goes to my younger sister. She's the chaotic gift giver of the family. Every year it's something completely insane. Like one year she gave me a t-shirt that said, "I paused my game to be here," which is hilarious because I don't even play video games. I think she shops at the clearance rack at Spencer's while drinking, probably. And really, the worst part, we let her talk. Every year. It's the dumbest tradition we have, without a doubt. Because she'll say something and suddenly everybody's got that look on their face like they're trying to do long division in their head. But there is one tradition that I hate the most, and it's the family pictures. Every year, the soon-to-be world-famous wife insists on taking Christmas pictures. And look, I love my wife, but I do not love standing in my own living room holding a mug of what I'm claiming to be coffee that I'm not allowed to drink because it doesn't look good and Christmassy enough. We take at least 400 pictures. We use one. And the one that we use, I look like the Jaguars just announced they're moving the whole damn team to London. But that's Christmas at our house. We eat, we drink a lot, we watch the same movie 37 times, we pretend to love the gifts, we survive my sister talking, and we take one good picture out of 400 attempts. And honestly, I would not trade it for anything, because that's family. It's weird, it's loud, it's chaotic, but it's ours. Thank you, Gemma, for having me here to share my Christmas traditions with your audience. My name is Kev Pound, and I'm the host of the Stupid History Minute podcast. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Hey guys, I'm Jody from That Florida Feeling, and my Christmas traditions actually start the day before, on Christmas Eve. That's when we start baking all of our Southern food and getting it ready, because you can't just make dressing happen in an hour. You got to let it sit and flavor. And we usually do a candlelight service on Christmas Eve night. And the whole family goes, we all go, we all enjoy our, just having that moment with the Lord, thanking him for sending Jesus. And then after our candlelight service, we go and we have a snack night. We watch a Christmas movie. Sometimes it's Rudolph. Sometimes it's Frosty or the Grinch or even Die Hard. Don't come at me for that one. And we have snack nights. And being in Florida, shrimp is great. Let me tell you, they put it on sale around Christmas. So we enjoy some shrimp cocktail. But that's usually our start of our Christmas traditions. It starts the day before. And then, of course, Christmas morning, we wake up. We do stockings first. And we have a small breakfast because, we're waiting on that dressing we've been waiting on since yesterday. And we also go to the beach. After breakfast, we go to the beach. We go and we take in just a really good moment of that Florida sunshine and that sand between your toes feel. And again, just thank the Lord for making that for us. And so that's kind of how our Christmas day goes. It's pretty calm. We don't really open presents until about 1:00 when I've started cooking the food. And then by the time presents are opened and the cats have played with the bows or we've stuck the bows to the cats, whatever, we clean up and then we eat. We enjoy a really nice Christmas meal. And sometimes we're untraditional. We have steak for Christmas because we can. Turkey doesn't have to go with every holiday. But then after our meal, we have dessert, and then we sit around and we talk, and we just kind of enjoy the Christmas moment. We have that family time. We make it about Jesus, and we make it about our family. The only tradition that has stuck, even since I was little and long since my dad died, is that we have to have a fruitcake. We do have to have a fruitcake, one of those Claxton square bricks that could hold a door open fruitcakes. And that has just been probably one of the best traditions. No, it doesn't taste the greatest. I don't know that it ever will to me, but it is tradition, and that's why you do it. So our traditions mainly include candlelight services, sand between your toes, being thankful, and a fruitcake. But I guess the fruitcake part really does fit Florida, huh? Merry Christmas, y'all.
Hello, Gemma. Hello, James. Merry Christmas. It is I, Jamie, your good friend from the Chronicles of podcast. I've been asked to record a little message for you all about my Christmas Day traditions. It's a bit of a weird one, this one for me, because for the past 2 Christmas days I've had to work, which was kind of sucky. But this year, however, I'm off sick with a bad neck, so I actually get to be at home for Christmas. Yay! But anyway, generally Christmas for me starts at home. Olivia wakes up, my youngest daughter. We do the usual opening presents, having some fun. And then we make our way over to the in-laws' house where we have our dinner, usual Christmas Day things. Fight whoever gets as many pigs in blankets as humanly possible. Eat your own weight in food. Die on the sofa for a little bit. And then my favourite part, because as a parent, I absolutely love seeing my kids open their presents. So what normally happens at my in-laws' house is someone will be the designated gift giver, and they'll read the labels, and this always makes me laugh because you don't know who's going to get a present, and it's normally, Olivia, or whoever, and then they get given a present, etc. And, it's just a traditional family fun Christmas day. My favourite thing about Christmas Day is just switching off from the rest of the world, being with your family and having some fun. So that's how Christmas Day. There's not many major traditions, the usual. I can't say I indulge in Christmas pudding and mince pies and all that stuff because I can't bloody stand it. I can't say I watch the King's Speech because does anyone at this point? But there we are anyway. But to me, personally, Boxing Day has always been more special to me over this past few years because I no longer live with my other children. So I have those on Boxing Day. Boxing Day is where my mum comes round. I've got my kids at my house. And, we have Christmas Day Part 2. And to me, that day feels really special. I have all my kids together. We do the gift giving. We have dinner. It's just lovely to have all my family around me because it rarely happens. So, it's just that is my favourite part of Christmas, is Boxing Day for me. And yeah, I can't wait yet again to just have my family around me, play some games, open some presents, eat my weight in pigs in blankets 2 days in a row, because why not? Make a pudding. I normally let the kids decide. I don't know what it's going to be this year. But yeah, I'm excited. I love Christmas. Past couple of years, I haven't exactly felt very festive because of having to work. But this year, I'm feeling it. Ding dong, merrily on high. Cannot wait. Merry Christmas to you both. I hope you have an incredible day with your families. And yeah, get fat because it's great to eat loads and loads of food. Eat your weight in celebrations. Eat your weight in Christmas dinner and pigs in blankets. And then worry about it in January because why not? But yeah, enjoy it. Merry Christmas to you and your listeners. Love you all. Goodbye.
Ho, 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 Tadpoles. This is your good buddy, Scott Showalter, from the podcast Show Me Your Trips, way across the pond. And, my good friend Gemma asked me to say a little bit about maybe some of the family traditions that we have over here. And you know what? I just couldn't resist. So I'm going to give you a couple that our family does and see what you think. So we do, what? Are you a Christmas Eve person or a Christmas Day person for presents? So our family has always been a Christmas Eve tradition for the presents. And, I can remember back in the day when my mom, she went way out and had a secret list because as kids, we always would try to find the presents in the house and sneak a peek and see what we were going to get. And there were numbers on the presents because we would never know who they would be for. I have 2 older sisters, and we would always try to find them beforehand. So there would be numbers on the presents, so we would never ever know really who they were for. And then when it became Christmas Eve, my mom would have that secret list and they would be handed out by numbers. It was kind of a fun, tradition that she had year after year. Well, I can remember one Christmas, Mom lost the list. And that was maybe one of the most fun Christmases that we had because we just started opening up gifts. And I might have got my sister's gift. She might have got mine. Mom might have got Dad's, and who knows, but it was a really, really fun Christmas. But I can always remember that we have always been a Christmas Eve open the presents gift. So that's definitely one tradition that we carry on in our family as well, for my wife and my son, that we like to do at Christmas Eve. Now, the other one that I will share with you, well, you know what, I'm going to have two, maybe another one, is we have a Christmas tree. And if you listen to any of my other podcasts, I've talked about this a little bit, is we used to do it where we'd have the ornaments and we would gather around and we would put each ornament out painstakingly one by one on this Christmas tree. Well, it just became hours and hours and hours to put this tree up. Well, one year I decided and said, you know what, enough is enough. So we decorated the tree, and I said when we were time to take the Christmas tree down, I said I'm going to have a way to not do this year after year. So every year, my tradition is at the end of Christmas is I take the top off of the tree. We have a fake tree, so we take the top off, take some of the decorations off of that, and I wrap the entire tree in saran wrap. So all the ornaments are still on, and I wrap it up. I put a bed sheet over it, and I have a area in my house. We call it the Christmas closet because that's where all the decorations go. We put all the decorations away, and then the very last thing that goes in is the Christmas tree, all wrapped up. It is in there. It's large enough to fit the tree, and it is completely decorated, completely wrapped up, and it is the last thing that goes in. Then this year, we pull it out, we unwrap it, and I'm telling you, within 7-10 minutes, the entire tree is completely decorated, and I have a drink in my hand. So it's very easy to do, and it's a genius way to do it. I've shared this with many other people, and they're like, I kind of like that idea. So that's tradition number 2. I'm a big believer in the number 3. So my third tradition that I will share with you folks is this, and this is a long-standing tradition. If we're not traveling, because traveling is part of my business, the day after Christmas, if we are in town, we open up our house and we invite anybody who is in town. If they have not had a celebration or don't have anybody to celebrate with, we invite them over to our house. We open it up, let's start at noon. And you can pop by at any time. We will have food out, snacks, whatever, and you can come over and hang out as long as you want to and be merry and talk about whatever you want to. And you can stay as long as you want to. And we open up our house to anybody that wants to. And year after year, we've had as many as 30 to 40 people, friends, family, everybody like that has come over and celebrated after Christmas, Friends Christmas, whatever you want to call it, with us. And it's been an absolute fun, absolute joy to talk about what people have gotten, what gifts if they've gotten it, if not, but just share in the holiday spirit and, just get to see friends. Maybe we haven't seen them all year, but we get to have that time. And it's just been a lot of fun. So a few traditions that we have, hopefully maybe you adopt some of them, maybe you don't. But hey, it's just some of the things that the Showalter family does. So yeah, if you want to hear more about some of the traditions that you maybe want to do, check out my podcast this month, Show Me Your Trips. I'm doing different ones from around the world. Love to have you do it. As always, I want to say thanks to Gemma for having me on for this idea. Has a great podcast. I love it. I adore all that. So maybe the Tadpoles. Appreciate it this year, and happy holidays from Show Me Your Trips.
I hope you really enjoyed those, guys. This is our last episode of the year. We will be back in the new year, but I think also we need to have a little break as well. So we will be back at some point in the new year. So, but in the meantime, obviously, you can go back and listen to any of our older episodes. Listen to them twice, listen to them 3 times, get us those downloads, encourage us to come back. Come on, it's Christmas. On that note, I think we've been talking enough festive codswallop this week. I have been Gemma.
And I have been James.
Jingle bells, Batman smells, Robin laid an egg. Uncle Billy lost his ding-dong on the motorway. Hey!
I want it known that Gemma said to me very specifically right before we started this podcast, this is going to be a children-friendly podcast. No swear words. What does she go and do? Sing the dirty version of Jingle Bells.
I said ding-dong.
You could have said Batman.
Robin laid an egg.
Exactly.
I did say
But no.
Batman. I did say that, but then the next chorus. Oh, anyway. Bye-bye, everybody.
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, everyone.
Bye.
This podcast is a production of Unfiltered Studios. If you would like to know more about joining Unfiltered Studios, please visit our website at unfpod.com for more information.